The theater smelled like butter and quiet lies. I sat 3 rows back, center aisle, surrounded by emptiness I'd paid for in advance. Red velvet seats, all vacant, all mine. The glow from the screen hadn't started yet, but the previews flickered like nervous tells. She laughed. That sound used to mean home. Now it landed wrong, too free, too practiced. She leaned toward him as the house lights faded, her knee brushing his. Not accidental. Nothing about this night was. My phone vibrated once. A message from her. Time to precision, running late. Movie with the girls. I locked the screen without replying. The room darkened. The exit signs glowed like quiet witnesses. I watched her silhouette tilt toward his ear. A whisper. His hand found the small of her back. I felt nothing on my face. Inside, everything tightened. This was the moment I'd imagined 100 times. The confrontation. The explosion. The scene. Instead, I breathed. Slow, measured. The screen went black. And the truth finally had the decency to show itself. It didn't begin tonight. It never does. It began with absences that explained themselves too well. With her phone face down on the counter. With new playlists, songs that didn't belong to us. With the way she started dressing for errands. I told myself stories, rational ones, comfortable ones. I believed them because belief is cheaper than certainty. Until one night she came home smelling like someone else's cologne. Sharp, clean, unfamiliar. She kissed me with practiced ease and asked, "About my day," I answered. I always did. Inside, something shifted. Not rage, not heartbreak. Alignment. I noticed the way she'd check her reflection before leaving the room. The way her laughter changed pitch when a certain name lit up her screen. Saved as a woman from work. I memorized her tells, cataloged them, filed them away. I didn't accuse. I didn't ask. I watched. There's a clarity that comes when you stop hoping. When you stop needing to be wrong. I followed patterns. Tuesdays, late Thursdays. A theater she'd never mentioned before. A movie she pretended not to care about. The night she said she'd be out with friends, I bought tickets. Not one. All of them. I became invisible. That's the trick. People only hide from what they fear. I became safe. Predictable. Boring. I listened when she spoke. I nodded. I smiled. While she slept, I didn't check her phone. I checked the cloud. While she showered, I didn't ask questions. I pulled records. Location history. Receipts synced to a shared account she forgot about. Truth leaves fingerprints. I watched them from a distance. Twice. Once at a cafe where she laughed too loud. Once in a parking garage where his hand stayed on her hip longer than necessary. I never confronted. Never flinched. I planned. I chose the theater because it was public. Because silence is louder when it has witnesses. Because I wanted her to feel surrounded and alone at the same time. I timed my arrival so I'd see them enter together. Her hand in his. His confidence built on the assumption of privacy. The seats around them remained empty. He glanced once, confused. She didn't notice. She never looked around. That was always her flaw. Halfway through the film, during a scene meant to be romantic, I stood. The light from the screen cut across my face. She turned. Her body reacted before her mind did. A sharp inhale, a stiffening. He looked from her to me, searching for context. I leaned in close enough for her to hear me over the music. "I hope you like the movie," I said. "I bought the whole row so you wouldn't be distracted." Her eyes widened, glassy, cornered. I placed my phone in her lap. Open. Screenshots. Cued. Dates. Times. A picture of them I'd taken in the garage. Time-stamped and undeniable. No yelling. No accusations. Just evidence. She didn't cry, not yet. She shook her head like denial could rewind time. "I already know," I whispered. "This is me being polite." He stood up first. Anger, fear, instinct. I didn't look at him. "This isn't your problem," I said calmly. "It's hers." She reached for my sleeve. I stepped back. "I wanted you to feel seen," I continued. "Every seat empty. Every eye on you. The way I felt for months." The movie played on. Lovers on screen kissed. The contrast was surgical. "I'm not here to forgive you," I said. "I'm here to finish something." I slid an envelope into her hand. "Divorce papers. Filed, signed, final." "I didn't confront you at home because you'd lie," I said. "Here you don't get that comfort." She whispered my name. "Broke it in half." I turned and walked out while the credits rolled. I didn't feel victorious. I felt accurate. Somewhere behind me, she was explaining herself to a man who thought he'd won something. Somewhere inside her, a story she'd told herself was collapsing. I didn't look back. Closure isn't loud. It doesn't need witnesses. It just needs the truth, delivered calmly and on time. By the time the lights came back on, I was already gone. And so was the man she thought she knew.